All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Walla, and today I want to kind of maybe kick off a series, if you will. I know I just started my channel, but hey, we just gonna go big. So, what we're gonna do is talk about what exactly do I do, okay? And I would love to eat bonbons. Well, probably not bonbons because I'm not really a big fan of chocolate, but I would love to eat Girl Scout cookies every day, but that's not really how we roll. And my husband will probably give me the biggest side eye in the history of side eyes, but I do want to share with you my design work. I am an interior designer by both education and by trade. Now, I have been a stay-at-home mom for the last 8 years or so, but before that, I worked as a design assistant and in a modern design studio. We did a lot of high-end residential kitchen design, custom closets, custom office spaces, guest houses, and yeah, when your people are dropping like 100,000 just on the kitchen. I don't think I've ever really experienced anything like that, but it was the best job I ever had. Not that I necessarily was working with the clients, I was behind the scene making changes to the draft, to the plans, and I introduced 3D modeling to my boss. It was just the two of us. I mean, when I say it was him and I. He worked with the clients and did the main plans all by hand. No AutoCAD here. And I would come back and I would do revisions, or I would work on some 3D modeling. So, a lot of people who are outside of the design industry do not, sometimes it's difficult for them to read a floor plan and really be able to visualize, what is being communicated in that document. And so what I did is I would do the modeling so we could have not only the floor plans, but the images of what we are proposing for their space. I loved it. I loved it. That was hands down the best job I ever had. Prior to that, for about 3 years, I was a resource librarian. Never thought I would love the title of librarian, but it was so much fun. Pretty much what a resource librarian does is you're at a firm. I had about 2 years at a firm and a year at my school. Designers would come in and would say, hey, I have a client and we're maybe going with a more, let's say, rustic theme for their home. It's out in the mountains. We want that kind of Colorado feel, even though we're maybe not located in Colorado. But I'm looking for some fabrics for the sofa in lounge chair that's in the family room. This is the color scheme that we're going with. Can you help me out? So that's what the designers do. The designers say, hey, I need help. I don't necessarily have the time to research all of this. Can you do that for me? So I would come in and I oversaw all of the samples, all the fabrics, all the trim, all the product books, whether it was flooring or furniture or wallpaper. I oversaw all of that. I kept everything up to date, and and so, they would come in. I would pull a selection for the designers and say, hey, this is what I have for you to offer your client. Now, if they're looking to go maybe a little bit more in a different direction, I have some options over here for you. Maybe if they want to go maybe a little bit more conservative, we have some more options over here, but the legwork is done for you, okay? And I hand that back off to the designer, and they will go through it and say yay or nay to my options, and then present that to the client. And so that was part of my duties. Another part of my duties was working with vendors. Like, hey, come in, tell me about your product. Let's see if it's something that our, design firm might be interested in. Maybe it's not. The my first job, my firm, we did mostly model homes in the Fort Myers area of Florida, just around that area. And I had never even heard of, at that time, people walking into a model home and buying the home outright with everything in it. Like, to me, that was just a completely foreign concept. And, and here I am, I'm still in school and I'm completely fresh, kind of in the field. And we're doing these little 2 and 3 bedroom cottages in these, I'm not going to say exclusive developments, but they were, really, for lack of a better word, high end developments. And where these houses, and I'm like, I can't comprehend $3 million on a house, especially on a little cottage, not some great big house, but like on a little cottage. So, we were designing these cottages that were at a higher price point than I would ever imagine working with. I'm from, the DC, Maryland area. We grew up very humble. This was completely out of my kind of comfort zone, but in a good way. And what we did is, our lead designer, the owner, had relationships with different builders, and we would do all of their model homes. And we would not only do the interior of the homes, but we would also spec the exterior paint colors, the exterior tile used. We would specify the roofing, not just the roofing style, but the color of the roofing tiles. So we did kind of top to bottom. We did not do the architectural, so we did not physically space plan, the units. But when it came to specifying the flooring, specifying the paintings, specifying the light fixtures, you flip your house upside down and shake it, all the stuff that doesn't fall, all the stuff that's still attached to the home, we specified all of that, along with the rugs, the sofas, the beds, the linens, down to the picture frame on the counter in the bathroom. We did everything, and the clientele that this builder, catered towards were people that were like not interested in shopping around. They wanted to walk in and be like, yeah, this is it, I'll take it. The bed sheets that we had custom made, everything. Like, here are the keys. So that was a really fun time. I got sick towards the end of my time there with pneumonia and missed several months of work. And so I wound up just like it. I had missed so much time. And their business had slowed down. So it's kind of a mutual agreement to part. But I definitely enjoyed my time. I definitely learned a lot. And looking back over that time, I learned a lot from working there. So I want to show you some of the things that I have been doing since I have been a stay-at-home mom. My portfolio is continually growing. I'm continually working on things. I love interior architecture. I love interior design, and there is a little bit of difference between the two. From the time I was a knee high to a grasshopper, I've always loved floor plans and space planning. I still have my original Lego. Yes, I do. My husband still buys me Lego. Yes, he does. You know, a few years ago, he bought me a huge tackle box to keep my Lego in, and like for my birthday. I'm like, best husband ever. You know, it's great. I love it. And I don't play. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, you still have Lego and you play with them?" No, I don't play. You know, kids play. Yeah, that's great. I am a designer. I feel like I have always been a designer, even as a child coming up, because the only thing I have ever really desired to do was design houses. Even at 6 years of age, design houses, design floor plans. Okay, where's my kitchen going? Where's my bathroom going? How many windows? How many doors? You know, it's going to be a level step up, step down. Am I going to put in a wheelchair ramp? Yes, I do this with Lego, and I wish I had more one day. And when the kids get older, you know, I have little kids, and even my daughter, they still put stuff in her mouth. You know, she's definitely still put things in her mouth. So unfortunately, I don't have a place where I can build in a safe manner here, in the house, to keep them away from it. But I still have it, and I still plan to buy more. And I live, you know, 2 lights from a Lego store. You know, so not that I'm dropping hints, family, you know, but I build with my Lego, and I do the furniture as well for all of my models: lamps, sofas, refrigerator, stove, computer, desk, you name it. I can figure out, even if it's a very basic model, how to build it out of Lego. And that's just where, like, my love for design has just always been there since I was a little kid. And so I've taken that love with my Lego, and I remember telling my mom, like, I'm not going to college, which she absolutely did not want to hear. But there's a school in New York that I really wanted to attend, and it was a trade school, and they taught bricklaying. You know, like, when you're 11 and 12 and you're, you know, from the suburbs just outside of DC, and you're like, I want to be a bricklayer. My mom was like, girl, don't even go there. That's a loose translation of what she said. You know, but, and so I kind of went in a different direction, you know, but I've always come back to design. I've always come back to my Lego. I've always come back to that creative design processes, and I love it, and I hope you love it too. So I have my hand drafting stinks. I know that was just like a complete side, you know, comment, but it stinks, but I know that, you know, I continue to practice with it. I do love to render, and if I can put my hands on some old drawings, you know, I'll definitely show you guys. I'm not the best, but I give my heart 100% to the things that I do, and that's very important to me. And so, you know, even as you look at my models and you look at my drawings, if you're in the background, you in the field, you might critique, oh, look at that, look at that. Hey, that's okay. I don't mind critique. You know, I am for constructive criticism if it makes me a better person and a better professional. Hey, we're good to go. We're good to go. You know, so enjoy the images that I'm going to be showing you. Drawings, 3D modeling, rendering. I love it all. I love it all. I pray that I never lose that passion for design, because I believe that as a designer, I do have a voice, you know, in terms of what I believe I can bring to our community. And so I'm really excited. I'm really excited about once I get back into the workforce where my the next stage of my journey is going to go. All right, sit back and enjoy.